tonight. We're only halfway
We're
through here. Let's see. 3S, that's okay.
there
As
we
we move
go.
to 3S, and that's Region 1. And this is another one. Oh boy, look at the top. Josh has got to be proud of this. We'll see if this holds, because I think St. Augustine and Middleburg are in the same district again.
No,
No,
they're
they're not
not.
anymore. That's right. They used to be. But yeah, I mean, if Middleburg makes the postseason and goes to St. Augustine, I'm sad to say that probably isn't going to be good for Middleburg. But hey, making the postseason for the second year in a row would be a big deal for them. But
Considering that it has not been done since the 1980s, by the way.
exactly, St. Augustine, they're the 1 seed. They are unbeaten. They've already knocked off Bowles. They've knocked off Brunswick, Georgia. They beat Bartram Trail. So yeah, deservingly number one. How about Clay 4-1 to start as a 4 against Choctaw? Frank Beasley's team would have to come all the way over here to Northeast Florida.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Well, that's the 4-5.
Well, here's the thing. But let's see what happens between Choctaw and Escambia first.
Well, exactly. That's not necessarily. We don't know that yet. But Lincoln, Pine Forest, 2-7 in the Panhandle, and then Escambia, as you mentioned, Matanzas. Interestingly, no, I think that might be their first postseason appearance of Matanzas. The Pirates made that, but right now they're 3-1. So yeah, we'll see if that holds as well. Interesting region, but St. Augustine to me would probably be a pretty good favorite, although Escambia and Lincoln would have something to say about it.
No, absolutely. And of course, looking at some things here, got Lincoln, Pine Forest, as you said, Escambia, Matanzas, some interesting teams there. But let's get into Region 2 here, Marty, here in terms of what we got sitting here with the teams. Vanguard sitting there at 1, and very interesting. You see a team down there that we don't really talk much about in the 3 seed, Leesburg, 4-1.
Only lost to Vanguard, who's the 1 seed. And yeah, you're right, Leesburg. And there's Lecanto, who would be there for the second year in a row. Also, you have Lake Wales and Auburndale. That's a nice rivalry there in Polk County area. Zephyr Hills and Cypress Creek, the 4-5. Vanguard, I think, Tavares, we'll see again if that holds. But Vanguard would be a favorite, I think, to get through at least a couple of rounds here. But then they could see Lake Wales or Auburndale. And last year, of course, Lake Wales, the defending state champ, I think beat Vanguard, shut them out last year in the postseason. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. If Vanguard's the one, they'll be at home. But yeah, Leesburg having a nice year there at the bottom, and they're off to a 4-1 start, and we'll see if that continues.
No, you're absolutely right there, Marty, and everything. And of course, Lake Wales there too, like you said. And then of course, let's go into Region 3 here as we get Ligon. No surprise here, sitting there, who's at number 1 right now in Region 3.
Yeah, they might be the number 1 team in the state in 3S right now. Mainland undefeated. They've already knocked off Bartram Trail and Rains, and they struggled a bit with Lake Mineola last week, but won that game 31-28. But 5-0 Mainland is right now the number 1 team, the state runner-up from a year ago. The Blue Streaks of Sebring may be their first-round opponent if that holds. And then as you go down, Eau Gallie, nice year for them. They're the 2 seed according to this. And again, against Rockledge, that would be a battle of the of Brevard County there. Rockledge and Eau Gallie went at it. And then also, speaking of that, Satellite Merritt Island, 2 rivals there as well. So those would be pretty interesting games there in Region 3.
No, absolutely. And of course, a lot of good football teams. Fort Pierce was one another team that we really haven't talked about much here, but it's starting to work back. Chris Coquel's got that team going in their second year here. So in the playoff hunt for the Fort Pierce Westwood team there. And of course, and then hit into Region oops, we got what's going on here. Why do I have 3S thing? I see what happened here. Hold on 1 second. I gotta take that look. Click the wrong 3S there. Let me make sure that I give you the 3S Region 4 here, so that way that one correct up there on the screen here, so that we give you all the thing. We'll see why I did not.
How can you make a mistake here, Josh?
I don't know,
man. There's only 18,000 regions. Yeah.
All right, there you go. 3S Region 4 there for everybody there.
And there you go. Golden Gate. We talked to their defensive coordinator last week, coming off the big win over Naples, and Golden Gate, the 1 seed right now, is Naples is the 2. So interesting to see if Golden Gate there. And then, of course, this is mostly Southwest Florida. Dunbar, who struggled a bit as a 4 seed. And then you got Barron Collier at the bottom and Mariner 3-6 game. So, yeah, interesting to see if Golden Gate and Naples may be a rematch in the playoffs.
No, you're absolutely right. And, of course, that'll be very interesting to see what happens there in terms of that. And, of course, now, Marty,